Hey everyone, Carrie here again, and I've got a different kind of video for you today. This one may be a little longer. It is going to be a make video, so basically I'm going to show you my cards that I made from a certain kit, and if I have time, I have a couple that are pre-gathered so I can make them with you. This is Spellbinders Kit of the Month. It was for February, so it's past, but they're having a clearance sale now and things are on sale. This is Unicorn Dreams. And normally I don't get childlike stuff, but I couldn't resist this girly pack here. And it's been really fun to work with. And you can currently get it from Spellbinders for $28.50 or $27.50, right around there. They also have a couple of the extras pack. If you like some of the cutouts or something, you can get extra helpings of it, basically. So first let's go over some of the ones I've already made. And so we've got birthday wish one, and I added tonics drops to these to enhance and sparkle the cake. And this one I left plain on the inside for now. This one was really fun to make. The set comes with these little cards. They are two-sided cards, so you can pick which one you want. I may cover that with some solid paper. I'll have to think about it. Then I used the splotchy paper they had. And so I put that as a basically gatefold and used this as a topper there. I did add yellow paper because I don't think it came with yellow. If it did, great. Then it had these little cutouts that I added to the inside here that are all art related and how art makes you happy. And I even put the yellow on the back to help stiffen the card a little bit. So there you go on that one. This one is similar to one of the examples they had. I did add smart because I think all girls should be smart too, or at least strive to be. And so puts it together there. My unicorn, they had it with white. I did white for backing just to give it some strength, but I wanted it to be all gold on my unicorn horn. And this one's also plain on the inside. There you go. Next up, this one's the only shaker card one I made, and it did come with shaker dots. So that was nice. I used the cutout unicorn here, and this was also cut out in the paper that the kit comes with. This is my yellow paper. I had to use my nested dies to make that border. So if you do basically a shaker card, you may want some kind of border to add in. And then on the inside, I made it real cute with a gold unicorn. And then a sentiment, you're one of a kind, stamped in gold there, using the unicorn paper that came with the kit. I also used the unicorn gold paper on the inside of the shaker card. This next one was relatively simple. It's a sweet treats card. These were cutouts from the set. So you have the little I called this a milkshake, or it's a boba tea. And then over here is your ice cream cone. They're talking to each other or describing a person because you deserve a day filled with your yummy treats. This stamp right here is a Crafter's Companion stamp I have from another set, so I will warn you that that is the case. The pink paper, it comes with some pink paper, but I think I'd run out, so this may be my own pink paper for the background, and this one's also blank inside for now. This is the very first one I made. It's done with the dies that come with this set to make your own unicorn. And so I did her in some bright colors here. And then some of this is my own color paper because I don't think it came with the aqua and the turquoise. And then I added tonic sparkles, basically tonic drops here to accent, and a little gold sparkles that's from Ranger. And then the lettering, it comes from the die cuts also. And it says, be true to yourself. And I also gave her a golden horn. You do have to paper piece the gold centers back in after it's die cut. It doesn't come put together like that. Next one is relatively simple. It is a majestic, doesn't even begin to describe it, with a little shooting star. And then I got a little kitty cat laughing so hard he's crying over it. And it is blank on the inside. Next one, I actually made 2 of these because I had the parts out. I figured I might as well just go ahead and do 2 on it. In general, because there are 2 of each of the cutouts, you can make 2 of just about any card you like. So if you like making one, might as well go ahead and make another. This one here, I did girl power, and then a little notebook paper or board, and hooray. And then I decorated on the inside, happiness is this, because we all love some sweet treat, even if we are girl powered. And like I said, I made 2 on this one here. I added a different sentiment, and sentiment down there from the cutouts that it has, and stickers. And this is one of the stickers, hip hip hooray. Okay, the next one I have is one of the cards, which, like I said, I really like the cards that they had. And then I added in their sticker unicorn. This was a 3D sticker cutout. And then the shooting star here. This is the sequence that come with the kit. My yellow paper. And my die cuts to make the shape on this, the scalloping on here. Then I use Ranger Gold for the little accent line, but the sentiment comes is part of the kit for the stamps, and it says, "Make today glitter-filled bag of rainbows and unicorns." Sorry about that. There you go. This one is totally done a background of paper I had from Crafter's Companion that I got from Tuesday morning on sale. But the unicorn is from this kit. And so is the original part up here. So we have the cute unicorn on a paper. This is a matte full, and then you have matching glitter paper. And then you open it up, and I have You Were Born to Sparkle. And that's one of the stamps that comes with this. And then Happy Birthday are cutouts from the kit. And then next up, this one I cut with my own die cuts on the shape, but the paper, this is paper that comes with the kit. This is paper I had that happened to match. And then this is one of the cutouts. When you do, if you have a large oval die that you could do this with, what you want to do is have your card or your folded paper. Make sure the fold of your paper is about here when you put your die over it to cut it. And that way you will... actually you want to make sure that you don't cut this back part here, because you want to keep that joined so that your card is together that way. So actually what I think I did was I had the die, it went over here, and that way it was cutting here instead of down here, but then it still cut around this way. And then when you cut the front panel, because there's 2 panels here, you go ahead and do it without that in the full shape, and it just goes over a little bit, and nobody really notices that. So that's the cards that I've already made. And so we're going to go ahead and gather them up, and I'm going to go ahead and get started in making you a card that I've already cut out. So we're just going to assemble them. Sorry the video's a little long, but I want to make sure to share those with you. Okay, so let's start out with, I think this one's really cute. Now for this example, I am using Beacon 3-in-1. It is equivalent to the other acetate alcohol type glues. It does not cause wrinkling of your paper, so you get a nice, smooth, firm finish. However, it smells, so you want to make sure you use it in a vented room. You can use regular crafter's glue of any kind. This is one example. However, if you use this on anything other than a heavy cardstock, you're going to see rippling waves in the paper, and I really don't like that look. So I decided I'd get used to the smell, and I do run an air purifier in the room, and I try not to stay in here too long once I've used it. You can also use tape, and I use sticky foams at certain times. And so that's kind of where we're at on it. Now, everything I have here, I believe, is from the kit. So I have a little unicorn there. This paper is from the kit, but I did cut it with the die cut I have. This is my purple paper, though, about the same color as there, cut with the larger version of this die cut. And this is an oval die cut on the unicorn paper that comes with it. And then, of course, a slightly larger oval there. And then we have some die cut sentiments mounted on paper. The base card, this is one of their cards. This is their paper. I cut it. Basically, I took the front panel of my card and you score it through the middle. And that is how you make an easel card. So you're going to have it folded up. You want to put something down here that's raised up with foam so that it stops your card. This is a cutout that came with the kit with a couple of foam dots behind it. So at this point, you will have, when you get done putting it together, you will have basically your card will sit like that on here. So let's go ahead and put it together and see what we get. So you're going to start with the ovals first. Like I said, up to you. You always put the glue on the smaller piece so that you make sure you don't have glue all over the place on your bigger piece. I always put a little bit at least in the center. Try to go to the edges without going totally to the edge or you're going to have a big mess. Nice part about using glue is if you are like me and you need all the help you can get with centering, you have some time and you lift it back up and do a little more with it to get it more centered. So I'm going to go ahead and get this as centered as I can. There we go. And then press it down. Give it a little heat press with your hand after you're done. Now we're going to add in this part. I said, sorry, this part takes a minute to get the glue on there decently. You could do dabs or you can run it along, up to you. I want to try to center this the best that I can. Okay, so, and it doesn't always have to be perfect. At least that's what I've had to tell myself. I don't see the best, so centering's not always my best skill. I just do the best I can on it. So we're going to go ahead and you don't have to have this many layers. You could have just done a square, a firm square on top of some cardstock and then put your unicorn on top. I just wanted to add a little flair to this one, and this is how I decided to do it. Plus, I'd gotten the new die set, and I wanted to try it out. It was in one of my surprise boxes that I recently got from Tonic. There you go. Now I'm going to add my unicorn, and on my unicorn, it is up to you if you want to pop dot it to raise it up a little bit, or if you don't have pop dots, you can just glue it on there. I'm going to go ahead and use some pop dots that I have from Hunky Dory. You don't have to put it all over. You can just put it, you know, where they're distributed throughout. You don't want to cave it in the middle, so you want to make sure you put a little there too. You don't want your foam to show outside of your item. So you just want to make sure you get decent coverage throughout. And I'm going to go ahead, I should have put one up here and one here, but I'm going to go ahead and put one up here. and basically waste a square when I could have just eliminated one of those, but that's okay. As long as it doesn't go over and show, we're in good shape. It seems like I'm eternally buying glue and foam. That's just part of the nature of the hobby. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my unicorn centered here. I think that's good. Okay, got my unicorn on there. Now I am going to add in my sentiments here. And because they are on a cardstock, I can either foam dot them or I can glue them. I do believe I'm going to go ahead and foam dot these. I'm going to use little square foam dots for them. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on, but I believe I need to find the best place for these. Some people use their pokey stick to remove the backings. I normally just use my nails, but you can do it whatever works for you. If you use a pokey stick or something, then you might get sticky foam on there, so you'll just have to clean that off. But it does help if you, I don't really keep nails, but if you have nails and you don't want to get the sticky on them, that is an alternative you can do. Okay, so on this, I'm going to go ahead and put this one, I believe, down. Where do we have the most room? We'll put this at the bottom. Let's see here. Even with these foam dots, sometimes when you put your item on, if you don't press down, you can lift them up and adjust them. You just have to be careful with it. So I'm going to take the backings off these and decide for sure where I want to put them. You don't have a whole lot of room to either side, so I may opt to put the longer one. Yeah, I'm going to put the longer one along the bottom, I think. So I'm sorry, I'm turning it here where you can't see. I apologize for that. I made sure I just kind of lay it there until I like where it is. Then I press it just where the pads are. And you can decide where you think this is best. I want to make sure on this one that I'm not overhanging too much on it, but a little bit's fine. If you do overhang very much, you have to be mindful of your pads on that. On this, I am sticking out just a little bit, but it's not too bad. But I think that's where we're going to be on it. Now, you want to make sure you don't put glue all over the back. You're only going to want your glue or your tape right back here, because you're going to want this to be able to lay down like this on here. And you want to make sure it's centered on there. So I'm just going to put the glue on the bottom of my card. You can do a pencil line if you really need to divide and keep up where the halfway is. I don't care if it goes to exactly halfway on mine, as long as I cover that bottom part. Pretty happy with the centering on that. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of press in areas. Make sure it sticks there. Now, when you come up with it, now it sticks just like that. Now, if you want, I've also got some the die cuts, and some of these are actually already die cut for you, but you can add a few of them to add some sparkle. I keep some of my glue, my quick dry glue, in a little bottle. Alexa, stop. Sorry, I set an alarm so I'd know when I was at the 20-minute mark. I didn't want this to be much longer than that. So let's say I want to go ahead and put this down here. You can pop dot them, or you can just put them on with the glue, up to you on that. Or you don't have to if it's starting to get too busy for your taste. You can add some sparkle ink here and there, or some sparkle gel. These are like little star things, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on that way. And I may do 1 or 2 more here. Let's see, where would a good place be? Maybe up here. We'll put that there. All right, so now I've got a card. This card is approximately 4 by 6. And it's all ready. Just let it dry for just a little bit, because I did use the glues on it. And it's ready to send to your favorite person. You could have just as easily have put happy birthday here to make it a birthday card, or whatever sentiment you might want. There is a happy birthday within that you could do here. So you have choices. You could also use paper of whatever your liking is. And so at least there's 2 of the unicorns. So we'll see what I do with the second one. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know, those of you that happen to watch, whether you like me doing this kind of video versus just the reveal videos. And, you know, along the way, I'll be doing some reviews also. So thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let your friends know about me. I know my videos can be a little rough because I'm trying not to do too much editing. And so at least you know they're natural. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.